Well, you know, for the people who don't know who I am, I really feel sorry for them. But I've been doing this for 35 years now. I started in 1977 on The Gong Show with Chuck Barris, doing stand-up comedy at age 15 for the very first time. And to be rewarded, I was pulled off stage by a man dressed like a nun with a big net. So basically, you can't hurt me. You know, you're not paid to perform. I mean, anyone who has started out in show business basically did it for free to learn their craft. But you're paid for the travel, you're paid for waiting around to go on stage. I mean, once I'm up there, that's the best part. I have a documentary, it's called Close But No Cigar. I'm the star of it, I'm the subject of it. It's a Jake Hansler film. I'm saying that only because he still hasn't been paid. But it's a look at my career in show business. I've been doing this for over 3 decades. I've done a lot of TV, but I've never had that big shot in life, and I never had an hour special. So we're pursuing the hour special within the documentary and talking to a lot of comedians, a lot of behind-the-scenes people. I think young comedians should watch this because it's kind of like it gives them a template of what they're getting themselves into. Now, their career is not going to be that way. Everyone's different, but it shows the struggles of someone starting out and then getting to some really good success. My week is basically I do radio on Tuesday. I call in about 11 different radio stations, including Bob and Tom. I do the Zany Report, or I also do Bob Zany Alone at the Movies. I review movies. And then usually it's travel days, getting to and from weekends or 3 days. Sometimes I play Las Vegas, which is 7 days. That's a long week. And it's also a lot of writing. It's writing the Zany Report. It's writing the Alone at the Movies review. I also have a column, a quarterly column that I have to write, and that's even a little more work because they actually want me to be a writer. I do a lot of newspaper interviews and radio interviews where people say, well, what do you got coming up next? I've got pilot number 25 coming up next. I just did called Damaged Goods, where I play the king of infomercials, Big Bobby Bum. And it's really quite funny, so we're waiting to hear about that. And I just did a movie called 23 Minutes to Sunrise with Eric Roberts and Nia Peoples, who I went to high school with. We play husband and wife, so it's 30 years later. Here we are in a film playing a husband and wife, and she wouldn't even go out with me.
I went to a fat farm, they made it a ranch.
Back in 1990, I lost 175 pounds, and I had done a lot of television as the funny fat guy. And Chris Beard, a producer who created The Gong Show and many other TV, Sonny and Cher and all these great shows, he says people just love the funny fat guy, so I would get work because of that. So once I lost the weight, I had to reinvent myself, and I had a lot of people say, well, he's not funny anymore because he's lost the weight, which I proved them wrong. Or they proved me right, I don't know. I love the Arch. I actually, and I'm probably the only guy I think in this area that goes to the Arch for support groups, because I love Arch support. No, I love the Midwest. I'm very fortunate that Bob and Tom are on in these markets, so people really do know who I am because of that. I grew up in a suburb of Los Angeles, West Covina. Not very exciting. On Saturday nights, the guys and I would get together and cruise to Cul-de-sac. So that's probably why I like the Midwest so much. I'm not struggling, just this interview. But no, I'm not struggling, no, not at all. I'm very fortunate. I really have I'm an optimist with a reality chaser. I know the glass is half full. I just want to know who the hell's been drinking out of it, and do I have to pay full price?